Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the James McFallon Show, the late night show here. Coming again, live from New York City. Now, you're going to love tonight's guest. You're just going to love him. Dale Carnegie. No, it's Carnegie. I don't want you to make the same mistake I did, okay? Very particular. Dale's out to make a new name for himself. So we're excited to welcome in Dale Carnegie. Everybody, give him a welcome round of applause. Hey, have a seat, have a seat.
How are you, Jimmy?
Oh, I'm doing good. Hey, you know my name.
Yeah, of course. That's what it's all about.
I didn't remember my name. Hey,
we'll get to that in a minute.
Why don't you tell us a little bit? We'll get started with that. Let's get started.
Knows my name.
That's a big part of your book now, I understand. Now, just so the audience knows, Mr. Carnegie here, he came up with a new book, just published it. Congratulations, give a round of applause.
How to win friends and influence people.
Now, isn't that just amazing? Now, you know my name coming in. I want you to talk a little bit. Run us through why that's important.
The sweetest sound a person can hear is their own name. Isn't that right, Mr. Higgins?
Well,
See, he perks up and smiles as soon as he hears it, right?
Good.
Everyone loves hearing their name.
I like it better
right?
when I hear there's donuts in the break.
Well, that's just one of the many things that can help you really just develop those relationships and
Absolutely.
and propel you on to success.
Now, Mr. Higgins, will you bring me that book over here? I want you guys to see the cover of this book.
Here.
Take a look at my
Beautiful book. Beautiful cover. Anybody here want to be successful? Yeah, I see your name. The rest of your bums.
I already want to be successful.
I don't know about that. Depends on how you define the success.
Oh, I'm sure Mr. Higgins is very successful.
I am. On TV.
Now, speaking of names here, Carnegie. All I hear going around New York, Carnegie. I'm sick of Carnegies. I don't want that. I'm sick of the rich Carnegies. What do you say to that?
It's not a bad thing to be successful or affluent. Carnegie is an example of one that has implemented these principles, as you'll see.
I'm sorry, I'm laughing, crowd. Listen, our stage president is back. He put it on the wrong time. All right, I didn't tell him to do it.
This is how I would address someone that messed up the background of your TV show, right? This is a national television, right?
You
Hey, let's go, Higgins. Higgins, why don't you come out here? Come on.
Let's
say Higgins.
He's a fool. You make a fool out of him.
See, that's what usually would happen.
Hold on.
Right? You'd make a fool out of him. You say, you done messed up. You can't be showing the wrong things in the background.
Well, then what would you do?
You're fired, right?
Absolutely.
No, absolutely not. So you come up to this cameraman and you say, Steve, you're doing such a good job.
Oh, okay.
You make sure the back of our program looks great every night. It's amazing. You're such a valuable part of this team. On one of our shows the other week, we had some kind of mishap. Something happened and, the wrong background was up for a few seconds. Can you tell me a little bit about that?
Well, Dale, you're right. I did. I messed up. I apologize. I won't let it happen again. I promise.
I 100% believe that, Steve. You do such a great job, and
Thank you.
You take care of us. You make the set look great. The problem, is minor, People probably didn't even see it, They're probably focused on, the conversation.
I hope
So
so.
don't worry too
I'm
much
ashamed.
about it,
I am.
but you know, it is a big responsibility you have on your shoulders. We're counting on you to create a quality product.
Well, I
for
can
our
do it.
listeners,
I'll tell you,
for our viewers.
I can do it. I appreciate it. I'll do it.
All
Give
right.
a round of applause for Dale Carnegie for
Okay, I did it.
Now let's get a round of applause for Steve and all the production people. I'm doing a great job.
Okay. Okay. Now, everybody, now I actually read this book. Now, what about dramatization? You talk a little bit about dramatizing your ideas, trying to help people win your way of thinking. How does that play a role in winning friends and influencing?
Well, James, you don't need help with
there?
drama. Drama came over here.
Isn't he great, folks?
I already got the intro. Okay.
One thing that's really important about getting influence with people and helping them like you is simply by listening. Some of the best conversationalists are actually the best listeners. When you meet a friend again and you can recall something that they have told you, then they'll feel, oh my goodness, he's remembered me, and I feel seen, and I feel heard, and I feel important. And so that's what everybody really wants, is to feel important.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
yeah.
I agree. I actually do. I agree with you and you. And that's a shocker that I agree with you. That's fantastic.
Look at that.
That's amazing.
Maybe.
Well,
Look at that.
Maybe I'll get a wife that way, right?
There you go.
Well, folks, there's so much in here that goes more into detail on this. We're going to take a break, but we're going to get right back into this. We're going to play, a game or two with old Dale here coming up after the break. So hold tight to your seats there. All right.
Yeah,
Okay, we'll be right back after the break.
Thanks so much.
Welcome back, everybody. Thanks for sticking around. Now, we got a fun little way to end the show tonight with Mr. Dale Carnegie. Again, just a reminder, just published this book, How to Win Friends and Influence People. You can buy it at your local store. We could do horseback shipping. Phenomenal book. We've been talking about it. Now, Dale, if you're okay with this, we like to play a game with some of our guests.
All right.
We call it Aggressive Letters. So we take letters addressed to you, Mr. Carnegie. So I hope you're ready. Don't get too intimidated.
Okay.
But I'm going to ask you some of these. They have questions. They have concerns.
The last guy cried, Dave.
I'm a little nervous.
Higgins,
Look at this. Look
Bring
at
me-
all these.
Oh wow, we got. Oh,
bring me one of those.
I didn't know
I'll
so
start with
many
this one
people
right here,
had issues with me.
Coming in from Olga of Chicago. Here, Olga writes, "You are totally manipulating people with this book. The suggestions that you make, they are trying to win people to your way of thinking, but it is just not genuine, and you are manipulating people." How would you respond to that accusation, Mr. Dale?
You're right. You're absolutely right. If you use these principles without a genuine interest in someone else, it is manipulation. It's not going to work. See, the genuine interest and love for people is the foundation that creates the success for the program.
It's the secret sauce.
Exactly. It's the secret sauce.
Right.
Exactly.
Your
Steve.
Joey's down the street.
Yeah. So if we see people, we connect with them, that's when you'll really start to be able to make friends, win friends, and influence people.
And a genuine man.
Exactly.
I hate quotes like that. Sorry, Olga. Why the handwriting here? We don't have a team going through these.
Well, I didn't write it.
From Spencer, out of Utah. It says here, Mr. Carnegie, I would love some tips on wooing girls. He says, I'm a university student. I'm single. And I want to know how to woo girls. How would you say it? No, I'm sure there's a lot of young men out here now. Don't get too excited here.
This stuff works on the ladies.
It works on everyone if you care enough. I'm not perfect. There are a lot of things that go into courting and
Well, you're married, aren't you?
relationships. Yes, it did work out for me, you know. I do have some
She's a
experience.
beautiful
but-
lady. I love.
Thank
I
you.
met your
Yes,
wife.
she
She's a
is.
very
She
sweet,
is.
very nice lady. Very nice.
But Spencer, the best advice I can give you is to make a great first impression. Okay? And what's the best way to make a great first impression? Smiling. If you just smile, then they feel welcome and friendly and warm when they see someone smiling at them. The world is good.
I feel better already.
Exactly. So think about it. If you went up to a girl and you said, very downtrodden and sad and nervous and angry, and you're mumbling, you're not very and you're frowning the whole time. Do you want to go out with me? Maybe.
Heck no.
Well, no.
Oh.
Yeah. But if you
Absolutely
approach a
not.
person and you say, "Hey, I think you're real cute. You want to go get a burger?" And you just smile at them, Spencer, I guarantee you'll get a much better positive response from the ladies.
Wow.
It's an easy fix.
Now, that's a Dickie's burger. I'm there already.
There you go.
Okay. That is destroyed by Mr. Penn. So now this is Barbara. She's coming in from Sacramento, California.
Ah.
Now this is our first show out to the West Coast. So we're very special guest. We're going to make the show. We're going to the West Coast now.
Welcome, Barbara.
Yeah. She said, I'm a manager at a warehouse. Got a lot of employees who work under me. She said, I've tried a lot of your principles that you taught in your book and in your classes, your courses, but nothing's working. She said, what do I do? How do I motivate my employees when all else fails?
I think I have an idea. Okay.
I'm not a part of it.
Listen, and this is something I've seen my wife do at home. She's incredible, by the way. Okay. She will have our kids, when they will not pick up their toys, she will have them compete for a prize. It works every time. I'm telling you what, when Johnny, Lucy, and Ricky do not want to pick up their toys, all of a sudden when my wife whips out a penny, next thing you know, they're all picking up as many as they can because they know whoever picks up the most gets that penny.
Oh, yeah.
And therefore some candy from the candy store. Okay?
Steve, that's the
There
smartest
it
thing
is.
I've ever heard you say. That's great.
Hey, I surprise people all the time, eh? Right? Yeah.
All right.
All the time.
Isn't
Hey,
it great, folks?
Round of applause
Isn't it
for
great?
Steve for saying something smart.
Yeah, I think that's a great way to approach it.
Well, what did I say?
You know, I really have just already put it into practice. And I really, really genuinely want people to just be able
Absolutely.
to master these skills
Absolutely.
and be able to improve the relationships in their lives. Because it's a world of difference when you apply the principles that are found in my course or in the book. But these principles really can help you live a happier life. It can make your family life better. It can, your
Why
work
you look
life,
at me
your
when you
company.
say that? Come on.
You
Great
need all the help you can
example,
get, Steve.
Great. And so if you want to improve your business or your family or even your relationship with yourself, take a look at this book. Take a look at these principles. It will help you and just change your life in the way you
Well said.
interact with people.
Absolutely. But there, I'm gonna you lift this one up. But you tear that one to pieces.
I'm gonna keep this actually. I'm gonna write you a
this
letter.
is the first on the
all right?
show.
I'm gonna write you a letter. You'll be hearing from me. I'd love to talk and go over some things with you. You can't win an argument, all right?
Absolutely.
We won't go over that, but read about it in the book.
Well, thanks again, Dale, for coming on the show. Again, you can buy his book. It's 20 cents down at your local market. Again, How to Win Friends and Influence People. Phenomenal book, phenomenal person. Great to have on the
Thank
show.
you so much, Steve.
Thank you so much. Yeah, take this forward, too. Take it forward.
Thank you so much.
All right.
Thank you, Steve. Have a great night.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you, everybody. Thanks for watching. It's been great.